Good morning. Good morning. This is Monday morning. At least it's Monday morning in my world, and I'm on the east coast of Canada. So it's an early Monday morning, and I did have a little difficulty getting on to the internet here. Anyway, this is Monday morning. This is Monday morning mindset. And what is mindset and why does it matter? So, mindset is a combination of your thoughts and your feelings that affect your attitude and your actions and everything that you do all day long in your life. And so it's critically important. And our oils today are Sacred Mountain and Gratitude. And so Sacred Mountain is an oil that helped, well, Gary created this oil specifically for himself. And I love it that actually a couple people are hopping on here with me live, even though I'm on a completely different time zone. So great to see you, Darlene. Thank you so much for joining me live this morning. And so Sacred Mountain is an oil that Gary made for himself when he had to be in the concrete jungles, as he called it, and he wanted to be in the mountains where he loved to be. And so it was the oil that created a safe space for him, emotionally, mentally, and that's what this oil was created for. However, um, one of the things emotionally that Sacred Mountain does, it helps you to deal with the fear of the unknown. The fear of the unknown to put you into that safe space, because when we aren't afraid of what we don't know, and rather we can embrace it and feel solid and secure in ourselves, and that happens when we're feeling that way emotionally. And then gratitude is an oil that obviously helps us to be grateful. It's the same frequency as the emotion of gratitude, and yet so beautiful. And one of the things that it does is it helps us when we're feeling like we're not safe to be ourselves. It's not safe to be me. I'm in this strange situation, in this strange place that I'm not familiar with, I'm not comfortable with. And how do I show up as authentically me? So if you have these oils, use them and use them all day, all week long to help you just feel that safety and security and the knowingness of um, just who you are and being secure in that, knowing that you are and have exactly what you need to show up as your best. And so I have this little story that goes along with this that I've really enjoyed. It's called The Black Dot. And it just tells it's a story about a professor talking about one day he went into the classroom and he gave his students, um, he said he was going to give them a surprise test. Who likes surprise tests in school? None of us, not even now, really. And he told them he was going to give them this surprise test exam. Um, and so he passed out all these papers and he passed them out face down so they couldn't see what was on them. And then he had them turn them all over at the same time. And when he turned the pages over, the only thing that was on the page was a black dot. And the students were like, "What's this?" And so the professor simply told them, "I want you to describe what you see." And so they started to write down what they were seeing and visualizing, and the students thought it was quite odd, this whole thing, and they were a little nervous as to what was going on. And then the professor went around, he gathered up all the papers and he took them in, and then he began to read them. And he read them back to the students, and without exception, every single student had explained the black dot on the page and tried to explain it. They put forth a lot of detailed effort into explaining where it was on the page, how it appeared to them, how it looked, um, and the density of the dot, all kinds of different details that they had explained. And so everyone's focus was on the black dot, and no one wrote. And so then he explained to them, he said, "Okay, so what you did is you looked at the black dot on the page and everyone explained that, but no one explained the expanse of the white." and the availability of everything that was going on around the black dot, and how this is so often how we live our lives. We put our entire focus on the black dot, on what appears to be the problem, at what appears to be the difficulty, and we forget all of the expanse of possibility that's all around us. And we forget that life is a gift and there's so much uniqueness in every situation. And so, whether or not, whatever the thing is that's bothering us, whatever we see as the difficulty, whatever we see as the problem in our lives, that's the black dot. And so often that's what we put our attention on. And, whether it's doesn't matter what it is, that whether it's our health, whether it's lack of money, whether it's loss in our lives, whether it's relationship, whether it's whatever problems with a family member, it doesn't matter what it is. If we put our attention on that black dot, that's what all we're going to see. And it's going to, we're going to focus on that. But if we put our focus on the possibilities and the potential of all that is around that, there's so much room for expansion. And there's so much room just to get into that space of, feeling, letting go of the fear of the unknown, letting go of the uncertainty of how we need to show up in a situation, and just simply focusing on, now what are the possibilities surrounding this? What is now going to be maybe be available to me that never was before. And so there's so much possibility, there's so much room for expansion and growth. And this lesson has been really, really good for me. And I hope that it is for you. I hope that you enjoy this and that this is something that is useful for you in your experience this week, even. I'm going to be using it. I'm going to be focusing my attention on the possibilities of everything around. There's so much possibility. So thank you so much for joining me today. And last week I had asked you, if this is helpful for you, then hit either subscribe or share, and share this with one person that this could be a help to this week. So thank you so much. Enjoy your week, enjoy your oils, and have a wonderful week. And great to see you, Dawn Eisner. I see that you joined me here live also. Absolutely wonderful. I'm in your country right now. So anyway, have an absolutely amazing week, and bye for now.